All right, it's Tuesday morning, beautiful day here in northern New Jersey, and I've got a few minutes to kill here. I wanted to get on on Periscope real quick to actually do a quick scope. And hope you're having a great day today. If you're just joining us, please let me know where you're from. They said we're having a great weather this week here in Jersey. Very light rain coming around. But I wanted to talk about, in this scope, because I'm waiting for the bank actually to open up. I've got about 20 minutes. And if you're joining me right now coming into the scope, please let me know where you're from so I can see, Erica, nice seeing you today. See where you're from and give you a shout out. Benzis, thanks for joining us. So on today's episode on Scope, what I thought I'd talk about is, something that just came to mind is, when you're running a business as an entrepreneur, you want to be paranoid, right? You want to own it, and you want to brainstorm. So those are the three topics we're going to talk about quickly this morning. Bun Leon, thanks for joining. Joseph, thanks for joining. Hit me up, let me know where you're from, so I know how far out we're going with this scope. Dog Dare, thanks for joining. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is DJ Valori, and I am a successful entrepreneur. I don't sell any books. Hey, from the UK. I'm not asking you to buy anything. Joseph, my business is, I run a digital marketing agency that I started 12 years ago, working with hotels and resorts. The company link is in my profile. It's lodginginteractive.com. You can check out the site there. But I like to help other entrepreneurs grow their businesses and give you kind of advice on what works, what doesn't work. I have nothing to sell. It's just my 2 cents, for whatever it's worth. Texas in the house. I used to live in Dallas for 5 years. Loved it down there in Texas. Definitely is a different country, right? As we know, Texans are strong people and want to still build that wall around Texas, right? So here's the thing. I want to talk on this scope. I've got a few minutes about being paranoid. So as an entrepreneur, oh, you're from Dallas, cool. As an entrepreneur running a business, you always want to be paranoid. And what I mean by that is you always want to keep an eye on what your competitors are doing. Don't react and change your whole strategy based on what they're doing. You want to do that based on the market and what's going on. So don't follow your competitors all the time as far as strategy and what they're doing and so forth. But from being paranoid means that you're always watching to see what others are thinking, what they're doing. You want to be paranoid that your customers, hey Rosella, thanks for joining. Be paranoid that your customers are always looking at other solutions and other providers and other vendors, right? So you got to be on the ball with that and always be paranoid. If you're not paranoid about your business, you're getting lazy. You need to always be paranoid and figure that something's going on and someone's out to kick your ass and eat your lunch and take your business away, right? As Mark Cuban says, there's always someone out there working harder than you to take you out. And that's how you kind of have to operate a business, right? So it's not always that hardcore, but you always have to have that in the back of your mind, that you always want to stay on the ball. That's right, Rosella. Stay on the ball, be paranoid. Don't sit back and relax just because things are going great, because that's when things start to not go so great, right? So always be on the ball and look out for that. You also, as an entrepreneur, you own it. And I don't mean that, literally. Obviously, if depending on how you're structured, you may own your business. That's cool. But you own everything. It's your business. If someone does something stupid, makes a stupid comment to a customer, pisses them off, and the customer leaves, that's your problem, right? Someone that works for you may decide they're just going to work for somebody else someday, and it's not that important to them. But meanwhile, it's affecting your business and the other people that work within your business. And I have a very strong sense of responsibility to all the people that work within my company, and I kind of protect that, so much, because they depend on what we're doing at the company for their livelihood in many cases, and it's just part of their life, just like it is my business. But sometimes you'll get some employee that just, it's just a job to them. Those are the ones you got to watch out for, and those are the ones that can really hurt your business. So again, going back to the point of you owning your business, you need to make sure that whatever these people are doing, you understand is a reflection of you, and you own the consequences. If someone goes out and, let's say, gets an image or content that is not original, basically steals it and uses it in your business, well, guess who's going to pay for that? Not so much the employee, right? It's going to be you as the business owner, and your financial bottom line will suffer, and your credibility will suffer. It's your business, right? So that's what I mean by you own it. So it's not literally you own it, because you probably do own it, but it's really figuratively, anything that happens in the business is on you. Any lawsuits that come out, it's on you. Anything stupid that your employees say, it's on you. Any customers you lose, it's on you. So take it personally, right? And as an entrepreneur, that's part of what you do. That's in your soul. It's in the passion, the fire in the belly, right? So always be paranoid. Always think about that you own the business and all the consequences, the good and the bad, no matter what. It's all on you. So let me just kind of reset the scope here. Again, for those of you who don't know me, please show me where you're from. We know we have Dallas in the house. We have UK in the house. We got a couple of people from New Jersey as well in the house. Appreciate everybody coming up, getting up early. Cam, where are you from? Cleo, where are you from? Let us know. If you guys are entrepreneurs, let us know as well. My name again is DJ Valori. If you like what you're hearing, I do these scopes 3 times a week. New York's in the house. Cam, good to see you. I do these scopes 3 or 4 times a week to talk about small business issues, entrepreneurial issues, from someone who's done it, right? I'm not a guy who's written a book, who learned how to be an entrepreneur in college. I busted my ass for 15 years to make it happen, and now I made it, right? So I want to kind of give back and share with you the ups and downs of running a business. Australia, all right, nice. I've been to Sydney, Adelaide, and Melbourne, and loved it. Went to Phillips Island there where all the penguins kind of march out. That's cool. No, I'm not a network marketer. My company is called Lodging Interactive. We're a digital marketing agency, so we work with hotels and resorts exclusively. We help them with their digital marketing strategy. Been doing it for almost 15 years now. And I have 30 years in the business, right, in the hotel business. And that's, another thing that we can talk about on other scopes. When you build a company or set up as an entrepreneur, have something to bring to the table, right? Don't just try to emulate someone successful and say, oh, I can do that too. I can be like Richard Branson. I can be like Steve Jobs. What you've got to emulate is their journey and what they've done to get there, right? Thanks, Rosella, for inviting your followers. Please follow me on Periscope. It's really important to me. I want to get more of an audience going on these Periscopes. So the last point I also want to talk about is how important it is to brainstorm with your team, right? So we had a brainstorming session yesterday about customer service, client relationships, which is really good. Some good stuff came out of that. Today I'm meeting with a couple of my developers, in-house developers. We're going to be brainstorming about new technologies and new development opportunities that we have on the table and how we do them, how we organize them, etc. These are people that are actually doing the work, right? That are making your company successful. It's not you. You as the entrepreneur are kind of like the leader, the ringleader of the circus, if you will, because it is a circus. At times it feels very much like a circus. You're the ringleader, right? So you want to kind of pull everybody together, and you want to have your pulse and your finger on things that are happening throughout your company. The best way to do that is to always be brainstorming with your folks. And to get information from how they feel and what they see in dealing with customers, the marketplace, and their daily activities. So keep that in mind as well. So before I wrap up here, thank you so much for joining. If you like what I said today and you want to hear more about these scopes, please follow me on Periscopes so that you'll get the alert when I come on. I don't know when I come on because I run a multi-million-dollar company, so I'm always moving around, traveling, doing things, 100 things a day. Here, as I said, I'm waiting for the bank to open, so I got to do some paperwork so that I can. So I thought I'd do a Periscope. So thank you so much for joining today. Remember, you own it, right? Remember, be paranoid as you run your business in a good way. And 3, brainstorm with people that work within your company. If you don't have people yet that work within your company, you're a solopreneur, please reach out to mentors and other people in your industry, networking opportunities, and kind of brainstorm with them as well. Maybe you set up an informal board of directors, if you will, board of advisors, if that will help you. So if you missed the beginning of it, make sure you catch the replay, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.